Greetings, God beloved. This is Dr. Postel, and I'm coming to you to discuss several things that I want to say to you guys momentarily. If I can borrow about 10 to 15 minutes, if not less, of your time, I want to first of all ask you guys, are you okay mentally, physically, and emotionally, and financially? These are very important questions that we ask in times like these, since many of us are being furloughed. Many of us are being placed on unemployment systems. Many of us are being retired early. Some of us are being forced out. Some of us are being terminated because of a lack thereof in the economical systems. I want you to hold your head up high and realize that you will survive and overcome this. Doesn't matter what it looks like, don't matter what it sounds like, you will survive and overcome this. This is not your end, but this is your beginning. Now, how you begin from this point is completely up to you. This will control the outcome of the rest of your life. So this is not just a pause, a stop, or a redo. It is neither of those. This is to do it right now. And what I mean by do it right now means do what you were ordained and called to do from the foundation of this world. As God spoke to Jeremiah in Jeremiah 1:5, he says, listen, and eisegesis of the text, he said, listen, I made you, when I shaped you in your mother's womb, I called you to be a prophet to the nations. You are called, you're chosen to do something and be something. You may have lost your source of income, but you have not lost your supply of God's power, his direction. You have not lost your source of God's wisdom and what he has for his people. Many of you are worried and concerned about when is the next check going to come through. And we must be honest, the economical system seems as if it is barely holding on, like it's shaking under a fine-tuned bed of straws. We know, as well as others know, that the market for not even the market for, but the unemployment market is not strong enough to carry the number of us or number of individuals that have been grossly affected by these events. We are affecting everybody. People are being displaced from homes, senior citizens facilities. You have surgeries that have been pushed to the back burner because they are not non-essential. Then you have other issues that we're facing in this country where people are looting, or people that are stabbing one another and shooting and killing one another just for toilet paper or a roll of toilet paper towels. Our society is operating out of a state of fear. The whole world is panicking at the move of a global pandemic. A global pandemic that not only shapes and has shaped the whole entire globe, but this pandemic has also derailed a lot of our businesses and a lot of our lives. Because of that, I understand that even now, that as a leader, my greatest concern is for the people of God and for those who are not only just the members of my ministry, sons or daughters, pastors that I am responsible for, not even for those who are, it's not about, those who are connected to me directly or indirectly by name. Many of you look to me as a leader for your life. You may not say it verbally, you may not acknowledge it, you may not inbox me. Some of us on here that watch our ministry live says, that's my YouTube pastor, that's my Periscope pastor. We appreciate you. I love you. In your prayers, we're praying for you. You're in our prayers. I want you to know that to be honest with the body of Christ is to be clear and concise, that these things that we're facing now, it does not get better. It gets worse than what it is now. But hear me when I say this. As I've always said to you and said to you over and over again, God's beloved, is that God will cover his own. The righteous shall live and not die. Do you understand me? I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it sounds like. You can go to the doctor and they can tell you, oh, it's gonna fail, it's gonna fall apart. You shall live and not die. You hear me? There's no devil in hell that can prognose you or diagnose you with anything. You shall live and not die. You contract something, go into prayer. God, give me the remedy that you've placed here in the earth. Put your hands on the earth, feel the earth under your hands and say, God, direct my hands, direct my eyes and my feet to the cure of my disease. And if you believe God to be that of your source and your supplier, he will direct you. He will lead you. People don't believe in that absolute power of God. They don't believe in that, that God still moves in that particular way. He does, and he's still moving. However, beloved, I've come to make a brief announcement concerning tomorrow's services. After all of that, encouraging you, members in New York, if you need me, please give me a call. I love you. In our prayers, there's some instructions that I need to get to you. Please give me a call immediately. Prophets and apostles and pastors in New York that are under the ministry's covering, give me a call. Tomorrow's service will not be live at all. Tomorrow's service will not be live at all, okay? We cannot go live tomorrow because of the information that has to be released. And I know many of you are probably disappointed, saying, man, unfortunately, because of the information that we have in our hands cannot be publicly released to you, not on video. However, you are invited to come to church. You're invited to come to church. And if you are going to be a part of service, we are asking that you do not bring any listening or recording devices. None of them are permitted. Leave all cell phones, smart devices, leave them outside. This is a very vital time. We want to make sure that those who are watching us from the conference app, the secretary will be on, making sure that that is monitored. We will make sure that you guys understand that there is to be no recording, no audio recording. So do not do it at all. If you are found to be recording, we will ban you from the conference line. We will post a line to the right of me, so you guys will be able to dial in and listen to the service if you cannot make it to service. Service tomorrow is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm expecting all leaders and members to be to the entire service, because this is the only time that this DVD will be shown in service. It's the only time. It will not be played again in service unless the Lord says so. And that is because when it's prophetic word, prophecy must be released in a right timing. So because of the time frame, we're already losing time and days. And so we have to give to you what we have and pray God helps us redeem the time. Last but not least, we will make sure that all of you have water, beverages, whatever it is that you need. Hands are clean and sanitized for service. If you have a cough or cold, anything like that, please let us know in advance. We will let up the overflow door, and we'll provide seating for you away from the crowd. If you are sick, or if you don't feel well, just do a walk past to the altar in the church. There'll be something in there to calm your ailments and reduce the feelings of what you're going through. All right, so if you have any questions for me, send a message below and the secretary will get it to me. But as for tomorrow's service is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All members and leaders are expected to attend the entire service. Yes, I'm telling you now, it's going to be long. There can't be any distractions, and it will not be live. It won't be live. You've got to be in the building. I've taken down as much notes as I can for you to give to you, scriptures and all of these things and questions if you have them. If they're in my notes, I can give them to you. If they're not in my notes, I can't give them to you. So my goal is to make sure that I give you exactly what it is that you need. All right. Okay. So with that being said, be here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring saved loved ones. Bring a saved loved one to church. Amen. Because what we have ain't for the sinner. What we have ain't for it for the saved loved ones. All right. We're trying to make sure that the seed of Jacob is spared. The seed of God's children is spared. Amen. And I know you're like, what you mean to save loved ones? Because what we're giving is to the saints so they can go out and get the sinners. All right. All right. All right, guys, beloved. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to pull you out of church 30 minutes early, but if you want to come at 10 a.m. and start intercessory prayer, you're welcome to. You're welcome to. All right. So you guys be blessed. Drive safe tomorrow. Be safe. And if you need mask, please bring your mask to church tomorrow, please. All right. God bless you. See you in the morning.